Hello and welcome to Right Outside Your Window, and today I'm going to show you 9 different ways that you could use to reuse and recycle different types of pots. Now let's get straight into the video with the first one. Now this is a toilet paper tube, and I'm sure that many of you will have a lot of those right now, and it's really good. You could put them in a tray, you could just put them together and squeeze them all in, and then put some compost in, maybe maybe take cuttings, wait for the plants to get, you know, slightly pot bound, and then move them on into bigger and bigger and bigger pots. And I just think it's really good because it's recycling, and even if you just want to put it straight into the ground, it still will decompose and just go straight into the soil, and it's just really good for the environment. And moving on to the next one, jam jars. Jam jars, they're just really great, and also if you want to see your plants grow, then you can see the roots. You can start to see the roots go through, and also it's great for cuttings, because what I usually do when I take cuttings, I take them out, and then because that pulls up the roots, because I want to see where the roots are, and it's quite satisfying to do that. So what you could do, could just put the cuttings around the edge of here and just watch the roots slowly grow around the side of the jam jar. And also I think you could use it as a decorative pot as well, because it looks quite sweet actually. And you can get lots of different patterns ones. You can get you know, normal circular ones, and of course these quite geometric jars. And the next one is peanut butter. You can use their thing, because that's really hardy, and it really works. And you can also use it to store stuff as well. See what I'm doing right now, I'm storing some seeds. I'm sowing some seeds in here, which I'm going to sow in the spring, and then I'll probably turn this into a pot. And it's quite a good way of doing things. And moving back onto a smaller sort of side of things, another great one is pen lids. So if your pen runs out and you can't write anymore and it runs out of ink, why not just use the pen lid and just put it down? Maybe get a little, maybe like a jar or something, and put them all tightly packed next to each other, and then maybe just put singular seeds in there, and then they slowly grow, and then you can move them on into bigger and bigger. So you can move them on into the toilet roll, and then you can move it onto the jam jar, and then you can move it on into the into here. And the next one is, if your kids have grown up or it's just broken, then you could use Nerf bullets, Nerf gun bullets, or, you know, foam gun bullets or something like that, because they've got little holes here, and you could use them maybe exactly like the pen lid. You could just put some compost in and plant a seed, and then let it grow up, and then move it on obviously into bigger pots. And the other one is this, because that's quite good. I mean, if you like watering your plants, of course they need lots of it, then it's sort of like it's nearing the end of its life, and it's got like a hole in it, which obviously isn't a great thing for a watering can. You could just put soil in it, and the holes already there will be drainage holes, and then you could just plant, and you could use it decorative. You could use it, I mean, this is a plastic one, so I mean it's reusing plastic, which is even better. But the metal ones are much more hardy. They're in a way a lot better for the environment and for your pots. And another one is, if your shoes get holes in and things like that, you could just put some compost in and then grow up. That's another great alternative. And coming up to the last one, getting closer to the last one, you could use a sock. You could just fill it up. You could use a clothes peg to hang it onto something. So maybe you could maybe have like a little bit of fishing wire and hang it on, and then fill it up with compost and then grow something out of it. It's quite it's very flexible and things, but of course you've got to, it doesn't really stand up on its own, so you've got to have some sort of support. Maybe you could, you know, maybe you could have it like a jar or something. You could put it in. You could put it in, and then you could put it round the jar, and then what would happen is, especially good for indoor plants, it'll be like a self-watering pot. So what you could do, you could water the plant. The water would obviously soak through here, and it would go to the bottom, and this the sock would slowly soak it up, and it will make it really nice and happy plant. And yeah, that's a good option. And the last one, actually no, second to last one, sorry. Here's a mug. Now if your mug gets a bit cracked or maybe gets a hole in it, which of course again isn't a very good feature of a mug, you could just put compost in and grow a plant. I mean, you could use it decorative or maybe not decorative. It's your choice. And now this is the last one. Test tubes. They're great because they've already got the stand. They've already got the test tube stand. You could put them all next to each other. You could put water in them, and you could grow. See, this is a sedum, and that will slowly root in the water. You could just yeah, you could use them for anything. You could put compost in, and of course, like the cuttings, you can see the roots because it's glass and see-through. I think this is one of the best options, because you not only it's quite a decorative thing. I think it looks quite nice. You could put bunches of flowers in or something like that, and I think it just looks really nice because it's glass. You can see the roots, and there's also this stand, which is a really nice wooden stand. I think it's a really great option for your pots. And I mean, that sort of wraps it up for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.